My 600-pound life has so far given us some truly inspirational people. We adored some, even sobbed with others, and disliked a few as well. But still, it does not matter how slowly or tumblingly you go, as long as you don't stop. You get the support you need on the show. And today, we'll show you a man who didn't take his second life for granted. Yup, we're talking about Chad Dean. So, let's roll. Chad weighed 701 pounds when he first appeared in season 4, and his health and life were in peril. Following the show, Chad continued his pursuit of a normal life by raging at his morbidity with a forceful hand, and he's incredibly stunning today. How it all began.
My life is depressing. I need help with just about everything.
The Maryland native had always been overweight. He was a jock in high school, but he struggled with his weight and had 2 sets of uniforms sewn for him by his grandmother. See, things like this are why people can end up on reality television that revolves around large people. Chad, despite the fact that he began as a chef after graduating from high school, much like his father and brother, he quit his job because his weight was hurting his back. So he took a job that didn't require much standing. That was truck driving. So his existence revolved around being on the road, sitting all day, and getting soda, chips, and pizza from McDonald's. Easy foods. That's what you'll find at truck stops, right? As a result, he gained a lot of weight, coming from about 400 pounds when he first started driving the truck to 700 pounds.
I am so exhausted that I have to go back to bed to sleep.
Chad's tragic fall.
My grandmother sewed 2 uniforms together to make 1 uniform.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, his weight was the reason he slid off the edge of his truck one day. Chad Dean had a nasty injury and was forced to stay at home. He recalled the incident. He went over to the side to get in the truck for the driving test component, and he just toppled over backwards, his pride destroyed. He loved driving, but he couldn't do it anymore. He began to live on the couch while his wife and children supported him. Since he couldn't even move without help, his situation seemed hopeless.
I still kept eating, even though that's the one that's taking everything from me.
His wife Aisha was worried that his life was in danger, and she was desperate for help.
We are a family. When he fell out of the truck, he got it into his head. I can't do it.
Even his 10-year-old daughter revealed that she wished for her father to lose weight so that he could play with her outside.
I want my dad to lose weight so he can actually be able to play with me outside.
As this was her highest, most loved dream, Aisha, on the other hand, was concerned that her 10-year-old daughter was carrying the weight of being a parent.
She's 10 years old. She should be able to be a kid. She should be able to do what kids do.
But Chad couldn't stop eating and felt worthless. He admitted that his weight had been a concern for him for his whole life because his mother used food to express her love for him. Whenever Chad tried to get into the truck, his leg gave out and he was unable to continue working as a driver. So Chad sat around all day eating while Aisha was the only one to get a job.
Food is definitely killing me. My family is all I have left in my life.
Silver lining.
She doesn't mind doing the things. But it bothers me. She's 10 years old.
Aisha told the cameras that this wasn't the Chad she fell in love with, saying that this Chad gave up on himself.
My Chad that I fell in love with. This Chad gave up on himself.
So she made a video of her husband and submitted an application for him to see Dr. Now as a last resort to help him lose weight. And he got in. Even Chad realized he had to do something about his weight at this point or risk losing his family and even his life. To get Chad's help, they sold their house and relocated to Houston.
This is the biggest leap of faith we have ever taken. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I have to try it.
Where he could work with Dr. Now, who is known for his morbidly obese weight loss program. While they checked into a hotel until they found a home, Chad met with Dr. Now and learned that he tipped at 701 pounds. The doctor noted that he turned his wife and children into a family of enablers. And if he was serious about getting the surgery, he'd have to shed 40 pounds in a month.
I want you to show me by losing 40 pounds over next month.
Drastic change.
But I don't need my cane anymore, and that's a huge accomplishment for me.
Chad, on the other hand, fought to lose weight and made no excuses in the process. He lost over 260 pounds, which allowed him to be cleared for the procedure and to be able to enjoy life with his family and find a job again. His weight loss surgery was only the first stage in his transformation, but it meant everything to Dean, and it made it much simpler for him to begin his road back to living his life as he desired. Doctor now encouraged him to walk the day after his surgery. It was a major step for Chad, and he was in a lot of agony because he was still enormous. However, the longer he walked, the closer he thought he was getting to his goal, so he began strolling around the hospital as much as he could. But it wasn't just walking that would aid Chad's weight loss. He began to focus on restoring his functionality with the help of his trainer.
Chad, you can't decide not to take your medication.
Working harder.
All because of a choice I made that hurt me, made me realize something important.
Chad maintained his weight loss and not gained any weight after his surgery. He also had skin removal surgery, which helped him reduce even more weight. He became more functional after that, using dumbbell deadlifts and even suspension trainers. Dean was becoming increasingly at ease with his body weight, before reintroducing food and a better diet, as he had only consumed liquids for 2 months after his surgery. Chad Dean, like everyone else, is tempted to eat unhealthy foods from time to time. He has, however, found a means to divert his attention away from it. He stated that one may use, whether lifting weights or turning up the volume on the radio, you just have to divert his attention away from it. Chad Dean was able to lose over 400 pounds as a result of his efforts. He's back on the road as a truck driver today, but that's no longer an excuse for him to eat junk food the way he used to.
Only reason I got out of the truck, I let my weight get way too much. I was up around 700 pounds.
Chad Dean today.
I'm gonna work around the clock if I have to.
Without the assistance of Dr. Now and his coaches, his massive weight loss would have been impossible. His wife and children, on the other hand, provided him with the incentive to persevere. Chad Dean has truly re-entered the world, giving back as much as he receives, if not more. Chad has turned into a celebrity, attempting to motivate people in whatever way he can. Chad Dean has not only inspired people by appearing on My 600-Pound Life, but he has also published a book to keep his fans up to date on his life, while also pushing others to lose weight. Writing his own story.
We are here today with Chad Dean. It's called I'm in Here Somewhere, Memoir of a Food Addict.
Chad had received numerous messages on social media from followers who believed that he was the one who motivated them to improve their health. That was the major driving force behind his decision to write the book. Chad's book, I'm in Here Somewhere, Memoir of a Food Addict, was released back in January of 2019. Chad's biggest desire was that people would learn from his mistakes, recognize their own descent into addiction, and pass on the knowledge to others who are still in deep denial. His book depicts how he gained 701 pounds and the hard road back to a healthy lifestyle. Chad's story inspired us with hope that no matter how hard you fall, you can always get back on your feet. However, his story is only one of many that My 600-Pound Life has brought us. Let us show you some of them. Before we go on to the last story on our list, we'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video, as well as if you have any other favorite shows that you'd like to see on our channel. Nathan Prater.
I'm at a point now where it's painful to do anything, and it gets worse every day because now I have this large sore on the back of my leg.
Season 10 premiered with Nathan Prater in the first episode, in which he detailed his difficult life and battle with morbidity. He added that because his father worked for a food company when he was little, there were always snacks available. He and his family never stopped eating while he was a kid. His high school theater teacher, on the other hand, permitted him to try out for the roles he wanted. On stage, he could act as if he were a completely different person, but pretending didn't work because he continued to gain weight, and by the time he graduated, he weighed over 400 pounds. He became a teacher, and it was there that he met his wife, Amber Prater. In comparison to the ordinary individual, the couple had a rather unusual marriage. Nathan was not an average person due to his size. Amber hinged around him to take care of him. Nathan, on the other hand, requested her not to tell anyone what he had her do. Even if they were married, she agreed that it was something that another person would not normally do for another. Thankfully, Dr. Now guided and encouraged him in reclaiming his life. Nathan set a weight loss goal of 50 pounds, but he ended up shedding 75 pounds, and surgery was approved for him.
I'm here at the hospital for my weight loss surgery, and I'm excited to finally get something I've needed for years.
Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.